All right, good morning. Salute to the Battle Rap community. Happy New Year and all of that. Today is, what's the day? Wednesday, January the 6th. Welcome back to the culture, y'all. Seven Mitchell in the building. Salute to y'all once again. I got a special guest joining me this morning. Welcome back to the show from out Manchester, England. This is my girl, man. We're talking about the rapping Nana Panda. My girl Joy France is joining me this morning. Joy, what's good?
Oh, fine. It's great to chat to you. I was trying to work out how long ago it was when we first did that, when we did the last one.
I did my homework already on that. And
Yeah,
it was 3 years this month.
3 years.
This month.
3 years. It must have been just after my first league battle with Blunt Ted.
You battle Raptor. You came on the show and you recap your
Oh,
Raptor
I'd done
battle.
Raptor.
Yeah, yeah,
Ah,
yeah.
I remember I wasn't well. I was losing my voice, but I wasn't going to back out of it. Talking to you,
And it
I wasn't
was
well when I was battling Raptor.
and
Yeah,
it's
and go
it
on.
still came out to be a great interview. A lot of people enjoyed it, and I had a lot of people in the comment section asking about you and where they could follow your footage. So it still came out dope, man.
Well, things have got even weirder since then. So, yeah, plenty to chat about.
Oh, absolutely. Well, happy New Year to you, first of all,
Yeah,
and welcome back.
yeah. Happy New Year to you. And yeah, all the people who still really quite shocked when people over the other side of the water say they've been watching what I get up to. It's very flattering.
I'm telling you, they love you out there, Joy. I'm telling you, you definitely get respect over here in the States. Now, like, let's spin the block. Let's take it back a little bit for people that don't know. You pretty much
Yeah,
came from
yeah,
retirement to rap. That's your slogan. Um, how did you get
yeah.
into battle rap? Like, for people that don't know, like, what the hell made Joy France decide to do some damn rap battles?
Yeah. I'll tell the story, but there's a long version, but I'll do a very short version. Basically, all my life, I was really, really quiet and shy, hated talking to people, wanted to be invisible. And I always hated Christmas because all the songs were joy to the world and things, and it just put a spotlight on me, and I just wanted to hide.
Right.
And so, yeah, I'd probably be diagnosed with some sort of social anxiety or something nowadays. But anyway, I grew up still being very, very quiet and shy. If people, I'd go out with a group of people. If there's a couple of people there, I could talk. If there was a big group, I was just known as the one that didn't speak.
Yeah, I'm like that too. I don't like being too loud. I don't like loud crowds. I will play the background all day. That's a fact.
Yep,
That's
yes,
exactly how I am.
exactly. And I became a teacher, but I became a special needs teacher, mainly starting off with primary, because I could do that. Couldn't stand in front of a big class of, high school children or whatever. So I just stayed as a quiet person, just got on with the sort of things that I felt I should always do. I tried to be normal and do the
Right.
normal things. And basically, things got a bit weird in my mid 50s because I discovered through a whole series of weird events, I discovered I could do poetry, performance poetry, slam poetry, and I started winning things and getting paid to go to places. And
Mm,
it was, yeah, it was a bit of a shock. And over a short period of time, I suddenly found my voice and just loved it. Just loved exploring this new side of me. Like having found my voice. What am I going to say? Um. So yeah, I mean, I won my first. I think one of the big turning points. I won a North of England poetry slam, and I was the first woman and the first older person to do it. And most of the people I was up against were mainly young rappers, and so I didn't know that. All I knew about battle rap was probably what 90% of the people of the population know is just from watching Eminem in 8 Mile.
right.
So I knew what it was. I also knew that there were a couple of poets on the northern poetry scene, and one in Wales. Yeah, um, I'm sure everybody knows Cannell, and they were doing poetry at the time. A couple of them, so I knew they did battle rap. So I still didn't really know what it was. I genuinely 100% thought it was something. It epitomized everything I hated. in the world. Racist, sexist, homophobic, gross, just, yeah, it was just like.
Shit talking. Yeah, absolutely. The essence of shit talking is battle rap.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. And oh gosh, I'm trying to make this a short version. It's not going to be, is it? Essentially, just before I turned 60, I started to try and do 60 new things. And then when I was 61 new things. And I've carried on each year, just embracing new things as they come along.
Right.
And one poem I do is got a bit of a rhythm to it. And somebody wrote an article and said, Joy France, the rapping granny, if Eminem had a grandma, it'd be her. Like, do I like that? What you know, what are you talking about? Anyway, about a year later, there's some young lads sat in the space that I run in Manchester in Afflex, and they were rapping. So I just said to them, listen, guys, can I do you this poem? And will you please tell me it's not rap? And I did the poem, and the youngster said, I'd call that rap. Yeah, that you should do rap for real. And then the other one joked, you should do battle rap. Well, because I was doing so many new things that year, they went on my list, but it wasn't anything I would ever, you know, how it's just so ridiculous. How could it ever happen? But It was just to put it on the list because somebody had suggested it. And then about a year later, there was a documentary filmmaker company called Northern Art Films. We're making a documentary about me growing old differently, sort of aging playfully. And when they saw battle rap on my list, they said, oh, that'd be amazing. Imagine putting that on film. And I just laughed and just thought, no, it wouldn't happen.
I think we losing you, Joy. Your reception out there. I don't know if you just moved.
So who let slip that when he was put the proposal to, look, we had like a full battle, and that was supposed to be it. The trouble is, I'd got these spots and I was itching it, and doing that battle didn't feel real. It was against somebody I knew, in a place I knew, in front of people I knew. It wasn't going to, and I wanted to do it for real. And in my head, I wanted to show that scene that a short, fat, old woman could give them a run for the money and not make an absolute fool of myself. So I just thought, right, I've got to make this happen somehow for real. I want to battle on a league. And through one of the poets, a friend of mine who used to do battle rap, a guy called Visceral, he managed to persuade King of the Ronalds to give me an opponent on their Coventry card, and I battled a guy called Blunt Ted. And I insisted that whatever happened, I wanted to be treated like everybody else. I wanted an opponent who would go in hard and no other treatment or anything. And so I actually did a proper league battle, which is up on YouTube. And yeah, I wasn't particularly good, but it was entertaining. And you can see how terrified I was.
But you wound up getting booked again. So the KOTR platform was the first league. So Rap is Full, that was another platform that booked you.
That's when we last spoke. Then that's it. That's in Dublin. It's an amazing league. It's the atmosphere just is like no other, and they put on some real quality battles. So I battled against Raptor, which one of Ireland's best.
Okay.
And again, I asked them to treat me just like everybody else, and so yeah, they did. I got put in a bunk bed dormitory in a hostel with the others who were traveling over from England to battle, and some of them were a bit put out at first, like, oh my god, we're going to be sharing with the granny, you know, she's going to be telling us bedtime stories and giving us Horlicks. And but then I was watching in the group chat, it soon degenerated into, oh yeah, while she's asleep, we'll slip her a few E's and we'll do this, and yeah, you can imagine where the conversation went. But yeah, he was amazing, you know, and I knew he would be. And yeah, what was meant to be that one battle, then I did that, and I thought, I've just not had my best battle yet. I'm going to stop when I feel like I've had a good battle.
Okay.
So my next battle was against, and a year after, on Broken Resolutions 2 in Rapidsful in Dublin again, I battled a guy called Omar,
right,
from Canada, who flew in from Canada. Yeah, another great event, and I really thoroughly enjoyed that battle. And then when COVID hit, I had a few lined up. I had a battle due in Yorkshire against somebody who's non-binary.
okay.
I had, which would have been very interesting, you know, because the only angles they ever got were, you know, the obvious. But the one that I was set to come over to battle on iBattle in New York against a woman, and of course that all fell through.
Right. Is this
So
possible
I've
up
also,
on the table?
where else? Oh, I was meant to be battling in Cork the year before, but my opponent no showed. And the only other battle I've had is during lockdown. I battled against Bacon on the No Coast of Massachusetts league. We just did a one round crazy thing with each other.
So have you done any virtual
But it's
battles,
not just
Joy?
the battles. It's, for me, it's what's happened away from the actual battles, the friends and that I've made. Yeah.
Have you done any virtual battles since the pandemic?
Oops, you're breaking up.
Can you hear me? I think your reception when you moved your phone.
Right. Oh.
Salute to everybody that's in the live chat. I'll wait for Joy to get it back. Is salute Skybox. Yo, salute. Yeah, she definitely rap. You know what I mean? Joy France. You can check her out on YouTube. She got battles out Manchester, England. You know what I'm saying? I had her on my show probably about 3 years ago when she did one of her first battles. I had her on about 3 years ago, and we've been chopping it up, and she's been doing her thing. Let me try to mute her and get it back. Just waiting for your audio to connect, Joy, and we good.
Right, I'm trying to find a space where the signal, is that better?
Yeah, you good. You good.
Okay. Yeah, I'm actually in my the family home that I grew up in. My mum's 95, so I'm at her house at the moment. So the internet's not quite as good as, but it should work.
Well, how is the family? I mean, I know the pandemic and is going crazy.
Yeah,
COVID. How is everybody?
Yeah, it's just yeah, as well as we can be. It's we're just doing what we can. That's all we can do.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, let's get back to it. Let's get back to it. One thing
remember where we were up to.
We were talking about, after you battling Omar.
Yes. Yeah. And I think I was saying that it's not just the battles, it's the community and the friends and the absolute weird scene that this is. You know, there's some of the best people in the whole world, and there's some of the most awful people in the whole world associated with this scene. And it's just, I've made some real friendships with people who, they can see why they're friends, So there's some very real people in this world.
Yeah, no doubt. The battle rap community definitely has some real ones.
You're still there.
I think you froze on me again.
Oh, it's not frozen again.
Can you hear me?
Keep trying.
I might have you call up.
Right. Am I there? Am I back?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Hopefully I'm back now. This is, right. I'll try and start back, and hopefully this is a good spot.
Give me a second, because I'm gonna call. Are you able to call up to the show?
Pardon?
Are you able to call up to the show if I give you the phone number instead? Can you call the States?
I can. That's a good point. I do call up and said, yeah, if you give me the number, yeah, that might be better. Yeah.
Okay, so what I'll do is I'll inbox you the phone number and you can call up. We can just do it
Yep.
that way. All right.
That'd be great.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
All right, salute to everybody in the chat. We're not going nowhere. I'm about to go ahead and have Joy call up to the show. I think she's having just a little bit of technical difficulties with the internet reception out there in England. But, salute to y'all. Just give me a second. I'll get Joy back on the line. Yeah, I'm going to see if she's down with these virtual battles with Joy about. I'm telling you, yo, you get Joy France on Word Sport. That'll definitely be a good look. And she can rap. When I put this interview together, I'm definitely gonna put some clips of her footage. I'm not even gonna waste my time. I've known Joy for like 3 years. Joy can really rap. She's not no aggressive rah, but on face value, you think this shit is a joke, it's a game. Like, what is this old ass white lady gonna be saying? But no, Joy gets it in. She really gets it in. Battling number guys. Like, let's be clear on that. Her first female battle was supposed to be in the States in the I battle in New York. I got to find out who the opponent was. Jesse Reek, she'll smoke you too, Jesse. Now that I think about it, you sitting here talking. Matter of fact, Jesse will definitely get smoked. Quasar in the building. You said she was at Summer Madness in London, Summer Madness 8. Grandma Joy France. Yeah, the rapping Nana Panda. Jesse Reekin talk about he never heard of Joy France before. Well, Joy France might not have heard of you before, Jesse Reekin. Let's talk about it. What is Jesse talking about, man? Yeah, but she definitely got a couple battles on YouTube. Joy France. I'm about to sit here. I'm doing breakfast and all that. I'm just late to everything. All right, I got Joy about to be on the line. Let's see here. Give me a second. Hey, Jesse, I hope you're ready for your battle. You in this live chat talking like you got your rounds together. Today, January 6th, your battle is officially a month away. Smoke King in the building. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to Smoke King, man. We're smoking with y'all. That's what my man my man got that energy when he start them blogs, man. What the fuck is smoking with y'all? Y'all already know the vibes and what we here for. We not playing no games. What it is. I fuck with Smoke King. I gotta get Joy to call up. Wait a minute. Clear 30 over Jesse. Clear 30 over Jesse Reekin. Jesse be stumbling and all that shit. You know what I mean? Jesse ass ain't ready for that smoke. Wait a minute. Who we got here? This might be Joy right here. I'm not sure. Joy, that's you?
Hi.
Hey, Joy, can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yeah, I can move around the room or whatever, although you won't be able to see me, will you?
Oh, she can move around the room and talk her shit now. Uh-oh, here we go.
I can relax now. Instead of having to perch near a window, I can just sit there cross-legged and just let it all, spill all.
You can let it all hang out this morning. It's all good. I appreciate you.
That's it.
So check this out. I do want to talk about real quick. I know you did a speech at, what is it, TED University?
Oh yeah, the TED Talk. Yeah.
What was that about?
About getting into battle rap, but more it was about stereotypes and the idea that, about me getting into battle rap was to try and show you lot that somebody like me could do it okay. Right. But actually it broke down all my stereotypes and all the walls that I thought were there. And, it's led to me doing all sorts of different things, going on national TV to talk about it and everything. So from being this quiet mouse who was only very shy, I'm like, I've got all these weird opportunities that are coming to me.
And they major opportunities because, you're standing in front of a group of people coming from being a person that likes to be behind the scenes. That definitely shows that you have growth.
Oh, yeah. And the fact is, so many people of all ages spend half their lives or more, like I did, just worrying about what will people think? Will they laugh at me? Will they laugh at me to my face or behind my back? What will I ever live it down? And basically, stopping worrying about it has just freed me to do so many different things that are beyond any of my imagination. I mentioned my 95-year-old mum. I'm at her house, and she just can't believe. She keeps saying, "What's happened to my quiet daughter? What happened to her?"
Now, believe it or not, I have a league owner or two that's in the live chat right now listening to this interview. Would you ever do a virtual battle or online battle? Would you be interested, Joy, in doing online battles?
Yeah, I did that one rounder with Bacon that I mentioned in lockdown. That was just a videoed battle. We just did one round for each other and just put it up online on the league's Facebook page. I think that's. But yeah, we're not going to be out of this pandemic in the near future. It's going to be here and the repercussions of it for a while. It's going to be a long time before I can start travelling. And I might tell you about the plans I've got later for when I can start travelling. But yeah, no, I mean, I'm up for all sorts of things as long as there's something in it for everybody concerned. The league, the opponent, myself. You mentioned the word growth. I don't want to do something if it's not going to be fun and I'm not going to learn something about myself.
That's right.
And the same goes to my opponent. So I'm not ruling out online stuff at all.
I mean, I got in this live chat right now, Joy, I'm telling you, I actually have management of some big time rappers in the States. They letting you know that they support you. I'm reading the chat. He said, let her know we got your support over here in the States. I mean, these are coming from some big people. I also got another battle rapper in the live chat by the name of Jesse Reekin, who's talking like he can beat you in a battle. So we may have to set this up because he likes to talk spicy. So we might have to set this up. But salute to everybody that's in the chat. Joy, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question real quick for those that have not ever seen you before battling. It's been 3 years. What do you feel like is your strengths? What do you bring to the game of battle rap?
Well, I've got the advantage of being unique because there is nobody like me. And it also gives... Oh, I forgot another battle. Oh, I battled Hulk on Don't Flop. How can I forget that one? That was last summer. And, he came at me with everything that wasn't to do with my age, my weight, my size, my grey hair or whatever. And that was so refreshing because there's a lot of obvious things that people can go for. And forgetting the question. That's stereotypical. It's getting older, isn't it? What was the question?
Just basically, as far as what do you feel like you bring to the game of battle rap? What are your strengths? You feel like your pen, your appearance, your performance. Like, what do you feel like your strengths are?
Right. Okay. Yeah. I think what I do bring is partly due to my sort of like the performance poetry background, some element of entertainment, because after all it is entertainment, but also some authenticity. I don't pretend to be somebody I'm not. I'm not coming in going, yo, mofo, and, you know, acting, wearing a cap back to front and all that crap, you know.
Right.
But also just, this is, I do have, I don't, it's quite distinct because I try not to copy anybody else. And, you know, if there's wordplay in there, it's because I like wordplay. It's not, you know. I mean, the battle with Omar, you know, he'd been, this young lad, he'd been a year cancer-free. And I had tons and tons of cancer bars in there that I had great fun writing. He knew I was going to do it. Nobody else did. So it was, a bit of a shocker in the room. But, yeah, I don't know. People seem to enjoy the buzz when I'm.
I know I do. I know what you bring to the table, in my opinion. You know what I mean? I just wanted to know what you thought, you know, about your own skill set. What do you thought you was best at?
Yeah, I just think there's that degree of, being trying to own the stage and dominate the opponent, not by being really, me coming out with gun bars and knife bars and things like that. It wouldn't work. Whereas I think, you know, I started the first bar against, what's it called, Bacon, by saying something about something in front of me. I'd be doing a pocket check and things like that, you know. It's just, and then there's a mental image of me doing a pocket check to Bacon. It's fun.
That's dope. So, Joy, what do you have lined up? Do you have anything lined up in the near future you want to let the people know about?
Right, it's not the near future, but what I really want to do, let's get this clear. You remember I mentioned the documentary people who did a short documentary about me battling against a lad called Damani before I got on the league, right?
Right.
That film was taken a while to come out, but it was meant to be a film festival, but COVID happened, so it went to an online film festival at Hebden Bridge in Yorkshire, and it won the Viewers Award, and it's gone down really, really, really well. So what I'm looking at doing is, there's a few exciting possibilities, but I'm looking to get some funding for them to come over with me when I do go to the States and do either a feature length or a series of shorts, which will include me battling somewhere over there. I've already talked about New York or Manhattan, or do the West Coast or Canada or wherever. It doesn't really matter. But the idea is, I bring over with me a young battle rapper from over here, and in many ways, it's me teaching them about it. I've got some contacts for some old, quite semi-famous hip-hop guys from the day. So the idea is it'd be like almost doing a documentary about the whole scene, whether it's looking at, the Prison League or whether it's looking at, things to do with age. And while I'm over there doing a whole series of talks and things, and, it may not happen for quite a while because of the travel restrictions, but I think that would be amazing for everybody involved. It would be, I don't think there would have been anything like it before, and I would be so excited. So it wouldn't be just coming over to battle, but genuinely curious about how things work over there, and some of the minor leagues as well as the big leagues. And so I'm determined. I'm going to make it happen one way or another.
Well, I want in on that. I need in on that. So definitely keep me in the loop, Joy. I appreciate you this morning. Let everybody know, Joy, where they can follow you at on social media before we get out of here.
If you remember this, Joy France Words in Instagram, Joy France on Facebook, and I can't remember the others. Before I go, shall I finish with I said I did my very first battle.
Yeah, absolutely.
You mentioned pandas at the beginning, because what I started doing was some stand-up comedy that was a mixture of battle rap, poetry, storytelling, a whole mixture of things, which I perform as the rapping Nana Panda, which is a talking panda head. And basically, I took some of the bars from my first battle against Damani, this young lad, and just turned them into a little piece of comedy. Should I do it for you now? Just so that it's a completely different side.
We definitely want an exclusive. Absolutely.
It's so it's not strictly battle rap, but this is the essence of some of the bars. Imagine his face at the end of this. Let's see if I can remember it.
Let's go.
Okay. You're a jumped up pup. I want to be. You want the words and the moves of Muhammad Ali, but you sting like a butterfly, float like a bee. You can't touch me. I'm Joy, and you're just a naughty little boy. You Will Smith, the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. You got the swagger of Jagger out down there, and all the bullshit of Tony fucking Blair. Yes, you made me swear, but I don't care because your rep's being ripped by an old woman with white hair. And you say you're going to be famous? Driving a bikini car? I say no. You're more pot noodle, not beluga caviar. A megabus will always be your ride. And besides, I've already whooped your hide nationwide. Because I'm a high-speed train, you're the late-night replacement bus. Difference between us, I've got guts, you make a fuss over paper cuts. I'm rich roasted coffee, you're gold blend, and it's me that's got the balls and you that's the bell end. Because I'm stronger than the Great Wall of China. So come on, take a swipe like you do on Tinder or use Grindr. And if you still think you're hard, here's a reminder. I've pushed a 10-pound child out of my vagina. Now I've just destroyed you by putting that image inside you. His face was a picture. It's like, oh my God, what she just said.
Oh my gosh. Enjoy it. See? They going crazy in the live chat right now. They thought I was playing with them. I told you this girl could rap. It's going down. Now you was on the BBC Breakfast Show as well. You made an appearance on that. Did you do you did the panda on there, right?
No, because I was on the national radio a couple of weeks ago, and I said to them before the interview, whatever you do, don't ask me to do some rap because you'll get taken off the air. You know, if you can find any of mine that's either the content or the language or whatever. And even though I'd said that live to the nation, this guy said, so could you do some for us now? And I was thinking in my head, I could try and freestyle, but I'll still come out with something that I shouldn't be saying. So, yeah, it's basically, people who are listening will know what, anything goes in the battle rap world. But I sometimes forget that the rest of the world isn't quite like that. So people get offended.
It's all good, man. Well, I'm not gonna hold you up no more, Joy.
No, it's been good. I just felt that when we last did our first interview, I wasn't my bubbly self. I was ill and I was losing my voice. I was croaking, and I just thought, no, of course, let's catch up. Well, and I'm more than happy to chat to anybody over that side of the world. I've been to America a few times, but mainly Florida, Louisiana, and that was many years ago. The rest of the whole country I've never been to, so never been to New York, never been to the West Coast. So the whole world's out there for me at some point, whether it's through battle rap or doing other things. I'm determined that, over the next few years, I'm going to go exploring.
Well, you always have a media home here at The Culture, and, I definitely can't wait to talk to you later on in the year because I know you're going to have some other things chopped up. I hope you stay safe, you and the family out there.
The same to you, yours, and everybody out there as well. And, let's just keep chatting and keep being creative and keep being as positive as we can be in these times,
That's it. Be safe. Happy New Year again, Joy, and we'll be talking later.
Same to you. Lovely. Take care.
Do the same. Peace.
Bye.
That was my girl, Joy France, all the way out Manchester, England. Coming back to The Culture, man. Definitely appreciate Joy stopping by, talking a little bit, giving us just some insight since she was here on the network the last time. Salute to every one of y'all out there in the live chat, the Skybox. I definitely appreciate the network donation, brother. I definitely appreciate the support as always, you guys. Smoke King in the building, King's Court. Mr. Mumbles, it's time for us to get to work. We got a lot of sports to talk about, but I definitely wanted to chop it up with Joy this morning. So I definitely appreciate y'all, tuning in this morning to the quick interview. Back to my regular shit, more battle rap and sports live later on. So make sure y'all hit that notification bell so y'all know when we going live again. But big up to everybody. Y'all stay